Patients attempting to access the Second Avenue Limb Clinic found their route blocked by...
Yeah, we're in front of Wayne Haas, the lobby guy in the police station, and actually that was the first dialogue system that we nailed for the game. It was really capturing what we had in mind. We tried to go for a psychological gameplay,
and still the best one in my opinion.
In terms of the realization and everything, and but it was really with this one that we really tried to make you believe that you're talking to a real person, and that you could really have an influence on what's going on and everything. And like you said, John, it was from an animation standpoint, this one is brilliant. You really see his expressions and how
that one is all
portrayed. It's all keyframe,
keyframe.
And it's the one that works. It works the best.
You just want to slap him. That's how good he is. You just want to like wake up you, like whiz, you know.
And actually, in the original, also the design of the conversation. You can see behind him there are some pills that are into a trash can or on the shelf. I can't remember, but originally you were supposed into the game mechanic to be able to look around, and if you had the right augmentation, you would spot the blackmail item that you could use in the conversation.
Yeah, the original design for the special augment was much simpler than what we ended up with in the game, and it was just really like you could scan the environment and find a blackmail item, and you could then bring that up if you had the social aug. And so we had written that one specifically to encapsulate that that particular weakness in Wayne's.
I never would have noticed that.
What were they, like anxiety pills or something?
Yeah, they were antidepressants because you know he's got such a bad life. You know.
Well, we got to say that the actor, that was the first one, like you said, for the dialogue challenge, and obviously we had the pressure to find the right guy who was going to be able to help bring this to life. And again, you know, like, God bless the stars that were shining on us, because this guy walked in and we fell in love. I forget his name, but we fell in love with him right away. And just over time, like, the guy, he brought Wayne really to life. That with the animations that were done, like you said. Again, another example of a really good fit of the visuals with the voice, the acting. Where
that's really true.
It all came together.
Totally fits, yeah.
And it worked out really well. And like, I mean, I think through the whole 3 years or 4 years of dev, we were always saying, you know, referring to him as poor Wayne.
And what's really funny about it, the acting was so good, is because Wayne was never supposed to be a very important character. I think in our blueprint, we just said you have a discussion with the desk sergeant. And it was really no major character that we were having at all. And yet it was so good, and the animations worked so well, and the voice acting did, that he became such a memorable character that we had to bring him back later in the game.
Yeah, and it's the first one that we presented to the press and to the people, so
we knew his lines by heart.
We saw it so many times that we were,
It was like a joke at the office. We'd say his lines
all the time.
continuously, you know.
And the one thing that I'm sure people do notice is that, of course, the recording and all that went on during like a 3-year process. So when Elias Tufexis, who plays Adam Jensen, came in, I mean, there's a certain evolution over time that takes place organically of trying to find the character.
When an actor gets into his role over time,
once he found the voice, we never had to like bring him back and say, oh, listen to this, and we think you're a bit different. But you can tell that he hadn't quite perfectly found it yet. And in fact, there was one line that bugged me for like 3 years, and we did a retake at the end where he really stepped out of his character, because we were still trying to define the box of, okay, well, when you get really angry, this is how angry you get. And we were trying to define that and saying, well, think of Jensen more as a Clint Eastwood. You know, Clint Eastwood never really yells, but you can tell when he's really pissed just through the sort of grimace in the voice, you know. And he really took that to heart. And I remember he came back, he goes, I watched Unforgiven for like 3 days, and he's like, you know, I know exactly how I want to play it, because it's a very difficult scene for him, because he's got to be mad and sort of toy with them, and they have a history, but yet Jensen has to be, you know, you're the hero, so you got to be calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah.
So it was quite challenging for him early on when he was still.
He
trying
wanted
to find
redo it.
It's and he did actually. This was one of the first things he ever did. And 4 years later, as we're finishing recording, we had to do a retake for the social log, and he hurt himself and said, "Oh my God, that's horrible. I'll do it all over for free, I swear." But unfortunately, we couldn't. Too much was on it. So
now you know Elias Tufexis will work for free.
That was a lot of commentary. They really talked this up, so let's see how it actually plays out.
Yeah, hang on just a sec. Shit. Jensen?
Haas, surprised to see you here.
Yeah, well, I guess you're better at looking out for yourself than I am.
I don't have time for your self-pity. I need to get into the morgue.
That's it? No, forget it. I don't know what's going on with that body down there, but my orders come from the brass. No one gets in. First thing you say to me after almost 2 years is you want something?
Should I have given you an order? You've always been very good at following those.
God damn. Where do you get off being so self-righteous? You think I like this? Look at me. From SWAT team commander to a crummy desk sergeant in the 2-bit precinct. I don't need this from you. I get enough of it at home. So either come up with something better than your usual attitude, or you can just forget it, because you came to me.
Oh, shit. Looking for absolution. Makes sense to click absolve.
Okay, look, you're angry, and you've got a right to be. I'm putting you in a bad position, but I have to get inside that morgue. I won't let it get back to you.
I'm always in a bad position. I don't see how I can possibly do this. There's so much heat right now, I'm telling you. The moment I open that door, I'm finished. I just got my life back together. This job is all I have. Don't make me do this.
It's not my risk to take.
And you're right, it's not my risk to take. So I'm not going to force you to do anything, and I won't hold it against you. And what happened 2 years ago, I know it's killing you. We should talk about it sometime.
You would do that? Everything goes back to that day. I shot a kid, but he was dead before I did that. He chose to make himself a weapon, and he could have gone through us like tissue paper with those augments of his. That's why you ran off. You just couldn't take that.
Wayne, are you getting careless? That empty pill bottle in the trash over there. Didn't you know antipsychotics are included in the Force's zero-tolerance drug policy?
I only need them until I get things sorted out. You can't do this. It's not right to use them against me. They'll fire me if they find out. I'll lose my pension, everything. But you would, wouldn't you? Fine, you're cleared. I'll tell the guys to let you through. But I'll never forget this. That's a promise.
Oh, I did the bad thing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Well, she knows what's what, that's why.
Celebrity author front movement. The pro-human organization
A couple of witnesses told me they saw you throwing Molotov cocktails at the Lynn Clinic building.
Nah, man. That wasn't me.
I love how I can just walk in and
What
take
that
these.
protest was even about.
That's funny. Because when we searched your wallet, we found a Humanity Front business card.
So what?
Shit. Listen, we got tons of punks like you pretending they're idealists while smashing windows at Lynn.
So you're saying your neighbor knows something about these disappearances?
Yeah. One of the boys who went missing lived in my building.
You cannot help but wonder if millionaire Hugh Darrow, the man whose innovations first propelled augmentation technology to the forefront, will also be present. So far, Mr. Darrow has refused our repeated requests for an interview.
Hear about that shipment we just got in? From Connaught Technologies?
Cannot. Oh man, you're kidding me.
Avenue Limb Clinic found their route blocked by supporters of the Humanity Front movement.
Pretty sure if I go to hack this, he's gonna be pretty pissed about that, so I'm not gonna. Okay, so it's gotta be this one. Go, go, go.
Access denied.
I see you! Take it easy, buddy! I see you! Give yourself...
Damn it! A closed door drastically reduces the distance that sound travels.
Access granted.
Password is patriotism. Shit. Nope, not gonna make it. One more try.
Access granted.
That was rough. This like the chief's office?
Solution to this dispute, and I unequivocally deplore the methods used by these hostage takers. Now, that being said, I do hope the UN takes a concentrated look at what happened here tonight.
Mr. Taggart went on to express
A couple of witnesses told me they saw you throwing Molotov cocktails at the Limb Clinic building.
Nah, man. That wasn't me. I don't even know what that protest was even about.
Because when we searched your wallet...
So you're saying your neighbor knows something about these disappearances?
Yeah, one of the boys who went missing lived in my building.
another anti-augmentation demonstration. This time, patients attempting to access the second.
Okay, I got like a shit ton of codes. Where does this go? Oh, like I would have gone to the back. Okay, that's weird. Lockers! I love free shit. What's that? Reload speed upgrade. Yeah, probably on the trank. Man, what's going on? That's the exit. I don't want to go to the exit. I want to go to the morgue. Where are the holding cells?
Sorry, baby. Can't do it through the bars.
Sure you can.
Hey, baby. You spring me out of here, and I'll take real good care of you.
Is that an option? Like, can I actually do that?
Can I help you, buddy?
Hey, man. You can't just barge in here.
I mean, I can. Just in case. I'm gonna save. Where did it come in? Okay.
About time. You the home sec guy I was ordered to wait for? Tell Manderley I didn't get the memo until I was halfway through the autopsy. By then, it was too late to close him up again.
Right. So you recovered the neural hub?
Tricky bit of work that was. A few inches lower and the bullet would have fried more than just the pedal connectors. As it is, I can't guarantee you'll get anything useful out of it, other than the fact that it's been modified.
Modified? With what?
Some kind of wet drive. But hey, I didn't look. Ultraviolet means ultraviolet, and I know how touchy you guys get when it comes to matters of national security. He's all yours. The house been detached, but I left it in the skull as ordered. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got paperwork to fix.
What is that? Oh. Contains 1 dose of an injectable stimulant. But it's already full. Oh, cool. Now I'm drunk, high off painkillers, and, you know, took it like an epinephrine. Weird that I can turn on the faucet. Can't see shit. Quick, stop being drunk. Okay, good.
What do you want now? Looking the other way for you guys is one thing, but I'm not gonna help you carry him out of here. You're supposed to have a partner for that. Where the hell is she?
Boss, I got the neural hub. Looks like it's been modified with some kind of wet drive. Pritchard should have a look at it.
No, don't bring it here. Frank's not finished running his diagnostic, and I don't want to risk connecting any tech to our networks till he's done.
Especially if the tech is military. So what do you want me to do?
Take the hub to your apartment. I'll have Frank contact you there.
Yep, don't mind me, just... Wait, that was an exit. It was an exit sign. Yeah, I'll just walk out the front door.
Perhaps they feared what might happen once the hostage situation... Regardless, several violent skirmishes...
Get lost. I mean it.
Serious injuries were reported.
Okay, use my home computer on it. Let's visit the limb clinic. Actually, where was that sketchy ass that guy's shot?
Yeah, the subway dancer.
Yeah, my favorite.
Me too.
Not me.
Actually, it looks like it's the prodigy singer that is kind of trying to look cool on stage.
Well,
that thing is one of the things I hate the most in the entire game.
And you know what I'm going to tell you is, I remember I had one of my guys on the team, Kevin Dion, was working on it, and I came in to see how it was going because like when I saw the animation, I wasn't all that excited because I'm like, well, this is going to be hard to kind of sell because I found on one the guy's dressed kind of like futuristic, but yet he's doing these bad '80s moves.
But he's not even dressed futuristic.
Well, he's wearing like shorts.
I don't even know where that kid.
The point being is that he's doing '80s moves, but he's not dressed as an '80s guy.
Yeah,
so it was kind of like, well, what do we do? And when I walked in, Kevin had he had sort of gone with that '80s kind of, you know, like a boom box, like boom, and it just didn't work. Like I'm looking at it, and I'm like, man, this is just it's emphasizing everything that's wrong with it. And I said, you know what it needs? And I was just, and he shares a booth with Johan, and I said, and I was talking out loud, I said, this needs some messed up track that like makes no sense, is just chaos.
I agree.
I said, so that the guy just looks like some idiot going nuts to some stupid music.
That's a very good point, because that's the thing in video games, when you want to do something that's like, when you want to represent something that's extremely cultural, like culturally based, like, you know, hip hop or breakdance or anything like that, it's just so... These things are so precise, you know what I mean? So you're right, to have turned it into a really kind of weird, chaotic, that would have been a great solution.
Well, that's what we did. To end it quickly is that the other engineer in the room goes, well, I have this piece of music that I did with this drummer friend of his. And he called the guy up. He played it for me, and I said, that's perfect. That's what I want.
Well, you did it with the track, but the dance is still like...
No, I couldn't change the animation.
I know.
I needed to get a music that tried to make it look like we're trying to make this look crazy as opposed to...
I think one of the key aspects is that if for it to really work in the themes of the game, it should have been kind of this augmented kind of
free,
where he's dancing and using his augmentations in a very uncanny way.
That was the power of our game, and we didn't use it, you know. And as far as just real hip hop culture, like there's one game that did it really well with the breakdancing in the Metro. It's the Darkness, the first Darkness in the Metro. But to do this, like you really need to know what you're quote unquote talking about.
But the last thing I'll say is that's the fun thing, and sometimes not so fun thing about being in audio is that it arrives at your desk and it's finished, and you're looking at it going, what am I going to do with this? Because if I just do the bare minimum of making it functional, it's going to fall flat because it's already half failing.
Right. So and at that point, us, we're all partying.
Everybody's moved on to other things, which I understand, but it usually falls to us to try and find a way to spin it and make it at least feel a bit better. And for me, I was happy with where we ended up with it, considering the state it kind of came to me at. I figured, you know, we did a pretty good compromise.